Well, I guess as predicted, I got done at 8:30, so I'm finally out. I just don't know what to do for a fucking hour, because I'm stuck in here till 9:45, so I'm probably gonna park down the street or something so they don't see where I'm at. But yeah, because that's the thing, Laura kind of just hangs out, kills some time until 9:45, but she's not worried about it. But the thing is, she's only been doing this for a month, right? So before me, she was doing it for like 2 months, since October, and it's almost December, so she's been doing it for like 2 months, and that's how she says she does it. She never really got worried about it, so I guess I just need to somewhat keep my eyes peeled, I guess. But yeah, so on the other hand, the first building was really easy to sort through, honestly. I think it's pretty plain and simple. It's just like Laura said. I got done at like 8:30, because that's what she said it would take about, was like till 8:30. And it's that time for a first break anyway, so I'm just going to hang out in here, I guess, until 9:45, because I got it done, so they can't say I really need to stick around. There's no reason to stick around if it already looks good. So, and technically I was done at like 8, but I was just doing what I can to really keep busy extra time. So I got done at 8:30, took the garbage out, and then I went back inside, wrapped around, and just put another bag in there and just made sure everything was all good and taken care of. So I went around a second time, and I'm already done, so there's no reason to hang out, I guess. But Laura told me, do not leave to the next building until 9:45, because I guess just in case that they call me for something, which I highly doubt they will, but we'll see. We'll see if they call me or not. But Rickenbacker 4,000. Nah, I'll talk about that in a little bit. So, what was it like? Well, first of all, it was fucking creepy. I knew there was like a person there or something like that. Only one of the rooms I don't touch, because I guess the lady doesn't want us in there at all, and she has like a specific way of cleaning it up. So she's not very nice, honestly. She doesn't say anything, but she doesn't say good morning or nothing like that. Like most places, they don't really care for the janitors, so of course I'm looked kind of down upon by some people, so I'm just like, well, you know what? As long as you don't fucking say nothing to me, I don't care. I'm not going to take it personal. And so I'm not really taking it personal. That's just what I think about it. I'm like, you know what? If you want to ignore me and fucking be quiet and just walk by me and look at me, look away, not even a good morning or nothing, and, you know what? Hey, that's on you. Don't bother me if you're going to be doing that. You know what I mean? So, there was no PT, so there was no classes, there was no training or nothing like that. So it was dead quiet, like dead quiet. On Monday, it's going to be a little louder because there's going to be a lot more people around, which thankfully is a little nicer, because I realize it being so quiet is hella creepy. It's hella creepy. I kept hearing noises. I kept hearing like water faucets going. I kept hearing things like pipes and shit like that banging. And I kept hearing like footsteps and doors closing and all that stuff. And I was just like, man, I know there's people in the building, but like it's just creepy just thinking about that. You're just washing, then you hear footsteps or a door opening and closing, and there's a person, because there was already a car just hanging out there, which is this blue Subaru, but there weren't any cars over there. But now everybody came in, had their meeting. There's like 6 or 7 people in there now, so nobody. I thought it would be empty, but it wasn't. But it wasn't bad, you know what I mean? As long as I'm on top of keeping it looking good, and they're pretty good with keeping it looking good themselves, then hey, you know what I mean? It's just like, great. The floors didn't look bad. I vacuumed some of the main floors, but other than that, all the rooms looked pretty good. The garbages weren't too bad. Did the garbages, the fingerprints on the tables. Turns out they're actually just stuck on the tables. They're not even fucking like actually from the day. You know, you'd wipe it and it's still all fingerprint looking, and it's just like, well, I wiped it, but there's nothing I could do about that. Did a couple sinks. You know, the sinks weren't too bad. I checked the sinks, because that's all it is in the first building. It's just the floors, the garbages, the desks, the sinks, and if need be, the chairs. But, you know, that's, and dusting as well, but it doesn't really need to ever be dusted. And then, there's the big gym-looking room with the second floor, that it's just the floor, the chairs, the garbages, the desks, same thing, literally the same fucking thing. And same thing upstairs, just the garbages, the floors, the tables, and then that's it. You know, the stairs, you know, but the stairs didn't look too bad. A lot of it looked pretty good. So a lot of it I didn't really have to do, but it, you know, the majority of what I did, you know, it took me a couple hours, because I got here at like 6:15, went to the bathroom at like 6, got out 6:30, and then I was at it from 6:30 to 8:30. So it's pretty good timing, you know, but I do need to space shit out for sure, because there's no way I'm going to get through all the rooms, vacuum all the rooms, you know, doing literally everything. Like basically it's just based off of how it looks. Like if it looks bad one day, if, you know, because Laura, man, she would go in there with a broom and get one speck of food, which makes sense, you know what I mean? If it's like a noticeable food speck, then yeah, but if it's like one little dot on the floor, you know what I mean, of dirt, it's not going to kill nobody. It's not going to really be vacuum worthy. But some of the floors, man, look just bad, just naturally like stained up. So it's just like, you know, got to be careful of that. But I mean, got to keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I vacuumed a few rooms. So those floors I don't really need to do on Monday. But again, it just really just depends on how the rooms look in general. What the hell is that? There we go. So, but yeah, hopefully it'll be an easy breezy day. The next building is going to be harder, but you know, I know we already did the beds, so I'm not worried about the exam room beds. It's just the floors, the garbages, the sinks, the bathrooms, which it's only 4 bathrooms. You know, a gym room, but it's only just the floor and the garbages. The main hallway floors, the exam room floors, the office floors, sinks, same shit pretty much as over there. Only extra real major things are the lights, which I'm not gonna do the lights, and the beds. You know, the beds, which are once a week. So there's 12 exam rooms, so 4 beds every couple days maybe, or every day, or one set of beds on one day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, don't worry about it. Or, you know, Monday, the 1 bed, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the other 4 beds, and then Friday, just would rather get everything done before Friday, so Friday can be an easier day, you know what I mean? And Friday is today, so I'm not going to worry about the beds. I'm not going to worry about the beds, because we already did the beds at the beginning of the week. So, not sure. Still going to figure it out. And then Monday, it'll probably be like the big bed. You know, I'm just going to take care of the big bed. And we don't have to do the mattresses. It's just the exam room beds. They have like dirt and dust and hair that collect, you know, because it's those kinds where you press a button and they like fold. They fold. Or you lift them up and they fold beds, turn into chairs. And they'll have hair and dust and all that crap. And I have to dust under the foot areas and the, just making sure I don't spit on this screen, because I keep spitting. And it's getting on my nerves, you know. Because I just cleaned these screens recently. See, besides the fingerprints, but yeah, I just cleaned these screens after finally the longest time ever. And then I got my dash cam up there, but yeah, so I just wanted to show the dash cam because I haven't got to show that yet. But yeah, other than that, it's going to be an easy day. Try to get home, get out by 1:30, 2 o'clock. You know, just keep going at it until you're done. Hopefully not too early. But Laura did tell me I was going to get done by 8:30, and she was pretty confident that they don't bother her, unless they'll call if they need me. But really, I was like, they're pretty good at taking care of themselves. She was like, yeah, because they never really called me for anything, so I was always just hanging out. So I was like, oh, okay. You know, that's cool. Because everything's done, you know, so it's not like we're just not doing stuff. You know, I made sure to hit all the rooms. I made sure to double check. Made sure to even dust the damn floor. You know, the floor, the hallway wasn't too bad, and I dusted that and I vacuumed it, you know, like just to kill some time. You know, I'm trying to not sit in the car so nobody can blame me for sitting in the car, because I got majority of it done, and it looks good today, so I'm not tripping too hard on it. The floors, they look good. The carpets look good. The rugs look good. And yeah, I was just vacuuming, finding whatever I seen. Sinks that had coffee in it, did those, wiped them. Watermarks everywhere, just did those, got those done. You know, took my time, but I did it, you know, so yeah, I think I can handle this area pretty well. It's just as long as I'm not overwhelmed by people bitching for the littlest details, then I won't have a problem. And some of them know their place, because I guess Laura had to deal with that a little bit, of some of the people bitching here. But she managed to get their boss to tell them to stop, to leave her alone and leave us alone. So that worked out. The other building, they don't really bitch and complain either, but I just need to be on top of everything to make sure, because that one's even worse than this building. And, you know, so that one I'm going to be at it all fucking day. So if I can actually, once like I get in there at 10, that's like 4 hour, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, you know, so it's, you know, almost 5, 6 hours, you know, it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Oh, okay, 5 hours, yeah. So probably like 9:30, I'll head in there, you know, just enjoy my break and lunch, be at it the rest of the day, and then take my last break at the end of the day. So pretty much the same old shit, really. Same old shit. Normally I take a cat nap, but I actually slept really good last night, so I'm not actually worried about sleeping right now. 8:50, okay. Still got 55 minutes just to chill out. And low-key, it definitely helps with the windows fogging up too, so nobody can see through my windows as well. So that really does help quite a bit as well. But anyway, part 3, I guess. I still got a lot to talk about for the week and whatnot. So, but I'm just going along with my experiences. So this is actually going to be like a first day new area kind of series, I guess. And Thanksgiving. Again, hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, I guess I'll make this part 1. I'll start over with a part 2, I suppose.